said it's Friday, it's last Friday in the month of September. What a wonderful God we serve. Barika Juma to all our brothers and sisters in Islam. It's another beautiful moment for us to share, to relate, to be part of Galaxy Television this morning, and the program is Family and Values. So what's been happening to you? How was your night? I hope your night was restful. I hope you had a restful night. If you don't, another day is here, so we cannot continue to sleep because weekend is around the corner. And I'm sure you don't want to enter October with empty pockets. So get up. It's time for you to be up on your feet and out to do the needful for you to have a sound and a perfect weekend that you deserve. Yeah, we started the week on a beautiful note, and so far so good. So far so good. Oh, I thank God. Oh, you know that song. Don't let me go and don't let piracy go and carry me. So far so good. God has helped us thus far, and it's such a wonderful time for you and I, for Joy and everyone in the studio right here to be part of Family and Values. We are here to make it a wonderful day for you. Today, the 27th day in the month of September 2024. How time flies, but glory to God. You're here, we're there. And to those who are in the hospital, those who are going through situations they cannot handle, we pray God will be there to ease your pain and release His balm to actually make you whole and make you well. So today on Family and Values, like you know, Family and Values is a program that we're always out to hear the mom, the dads, the uncles, the aunties, the youths, the young ones, the future of our, our generation, to also hear their voice. So today, Friday, stands to be another wonderful time for us to relate and share with one of the youths, the voice. We want to hear them. We want to know what, how, and when, and how come, it's so easy for them to, work things out the way they find themselves, wherever and however they've been able to stand their way. So on that note, my name is remain Olori Adejoke Abibi David, and my friends call me Olori AJ. It's another wonderful time for us to relate. And like I said, today is another opportunity. Grab it, take hold of it, and do something meaningful and wonderful with it. So you can join us on all our social media platforms, from Facebook to Instagram to YouTube, yes, to the X. You can always find us there. And don't forget the National Digitalized Station 741 on IAVO app and also on O Prime. Don't forget, finally, we are free to air. We're on terrestrial station 27, okay, UHF 27. So please join us. Start times, welcome. Over to you, Joy.
A very good morning to you. This morning I feel very special because it's training with my better half in the studio. Yeah,
being a twin has never been.
Being a twin is not new to me. It's always twinning. Since my twin is 5, today I'm twinning with my better half in the studio.
You have a twin in the
house. I have a twin in the house. Oh, that's true. That's true. So don't worry. Today's Friday. We are bringing. When it's Friday, I'm kind of excited because thank God it's Friday. Friday. What is wrap of the week? Good morning and welcome to Family and Values on Galaxy Television. My name is Princess Joy Ayo Abu. Like I used to say, when you see these pretty faces on your screen, it's time for Family and Values. Trust me, today promises to be another Friday where I'm going to be laughing my ribs out. Don't worry, we are relaxing in the studio today, so relax and then join the show. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notification and your YouTube. I said it, the only gift you give me throughout this year, just go to that page and increase that page. Thanks to all the comments, to everyone that have always been commenting. Reverend Mike, we are seeing your hand.
Thank you.
So Destiny, we are seeing your hand.
So thank you so
we are
much.
Appreciating you too. That in fact, constantly, if they are not here, they are there, and that's what family is all about. Always there for each other. Welcome to the show. Relax, enjoy yourself.
Okay, so to those celebrating, do you have any celebration?
No, but I'm wishing everybody that is celebrating, that is going to be celebrating, marrying tomorrow, happy married life. happy celebration. Oh yes, Chief Opara, on Sunday is his birthday. So I'm using this opportunity to wish for a happy birthday, happy birthday. He sent me an invite to that birthday. I'm praying that I'm able to make it. I'm wishing you the very best of life. And of course, God's general is 70 years. The bishop himself. It's been a series of
images. I'm like, wow.
Like
when you talk about from grass.
See, there is grace. No, there is grace. There is grace. Really there is grace. Awesome. And then I one of his sons posted something when they were all dancing on the studio and everybody, and he said, "This is family." And for me, the whole people, it passed a lot of message. He just put all the pastors, everybody, and said, "This is family." So we are using this opportunity to say, "Family." Happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday. Family means a whole lot. It's not until the person is biologically related to you. Family can be any. See, you cannot underestimate the power of family
at all.
Family. So please build a family community around you, so that when it's time for support, they'll rally around you.
Yes,
so we are sending that birthday shout out. Yeah, it is.
On that note, wish everyone celebrating Mommy Fashion. She was once on Zoom on this program.
Yes.
Pastor Mrs. Omokorede Fashion. She's in Canada.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to you as you had another year. Also to Barrister Shade Sulaiman. Also had another year yesterday. So all of you happy birthday, and we pray to everyone. We don't have your name, we don't know who you are, but we wish you all the very best. Our heart reach out to you, and we pray God will continue to nourish your life with all the good blessings that comes with life. On that note, it's time for us to take the move by going for a mini feature, and we'll be right back with our guests and the program take off. Stay tuned. We are just taking the first step, so welcome once again. Now, today we're looking at a very, very important and really meaningful topic. Every of our topics have always been meaningful anyway. But this morning, we're talking about the young ones, young at heart, students who are, trying to make a meaning, readiness, digging deep into what their future really needs to, express to people around them that I was in school, went through school, and the school really, went through me, and I am part of the school. I understand what it means to be a student. And this morning we have none other in the house with us to discuss how to relieve stress as students. Their mental health has a lot to do with their personality and who they are. And in that reason, we also need to look out for them and ask them, how do you do it? Share your experience with us. What are those things that really you take into cognizance when you're stressed and you just want to relieve yourself? I beg, exam is coming tomorrow. Let me just push everything aside. And for now, I need to just study. And after the exam, some of them would have been, what's going to happen? I'm anticipating, waiting, and looking forward. So some will say the way you have laid your bed, that's how you're going to learn it. So how do they relieve stress in the process of being a student? We have this morning with us Kehinde Adesanya. He is a student of University of Lagos. And, he's here. His field is social work, right?
Yes.
And so we have Kehinde in the house. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, Kehinde, you're meeting your senior twin. Yeah, let me put it that way. But then
that's another twin in the house.
I have, when I see my guests, I've seen what I'll watching. Forget whether they are students. They have money. They have money. Leave them. See his phone. Very proud. They have money. Leave them. Kehinde, I have a routine of always picking something from my guest. I've looked at you. I won't take your smart because I'm going to take your bracelet. So after the show, kindly drop it for me and just go. That's what I'll tell you. Welcome to the show anyway.
Thank you so much. I'm fine. I'm doing well.
And thank you for making
it. I want you to say to our viewers at home who are watching you right now, your friends, well, I'm there because I'm sure you'd have told them you're coming on.
Actually,
that you are right.
Like Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, and welcome to Galaxy TV. Today is going to be very pleasant. It's going to be amazing. So just stay tuned and stay with us. Stay with us.
Okay, so if you want to join Kenny after the show, or you want to actually meet him, you can go to his IG page _Kenny _Kenny.ade ade_Kenny.ade. So Kenny, students in the house. How has student life been? Relax. We just want to come into that feel of how you stay, relieved and refreshed. You're looking refreshed now. You're still going to get some to check your results.
You're refreshed because you're still on break. So there is school now everywhere.
But then school life has been a lot. It has been a lot. I mean, we never really expected the things that they threw at us, but I thank God, because that's really been God. You get to school, and then there is a part of the lecturer bringing lots and lots of work for us to do, and then we are coping with everything. And recently the economy has not been favorable to everybody, so you get to school and then the price of everything has increased. For those staying off campus too, you have to spend a lot on transportation and feeding. And I stay off campus, so I mean, we're paying a lot for the electricity tariff. It's increased, so everything has just been there. But then we thank God.
Thank God. So how have you been coping in spite of the economy, the naira devaluation, the electricity, the PMS, hike in TFAIR, even in the school? Things generally. How have you been, managing it? Because this alone can be stressful. Especially for those who don't have their parents anymore, or some who are on scholarship. So because scholarship is just for school fees, it's not for feeding. Abi, Jonah. So how easy? Because you have some of your friends, sometimes you sit down and discuss this. How has it been? Can you share with us?
It's been a lot, actually. It's been a lot for me. I thank God, because as I said, it's been God. And even when God comes through, you would understand that there are some things that you have to do to even help you to relieve this stress. Okay, and so some of it is I take out time to talk. I think talking for me actually helps me to relieve my stress. So every time I'm under that pressure and there is that stress, I just call one or two people that are in my space that I know that we can actually flow. I can pour out my mind to you, and we'll talk about things out. Talking to other people too. I think student generally has we have different way we deal with stress. Okay, we have different way we deal with stress. For some, I know I was talking to one person recently, and she said for her, it's just in the middle of the night, she'll just put this headset on, and then she will start listening to music and taking a stroll down the school. So for her, that's the way she knows how to deal with her stress. For other people, I think it's eating. Once they see people like this, they are really cool, they are okay, and then they are really fine. For others, it can be sleeping, it can be watching movies, it can be going out. They can deal with stress like that. But a lot of times I feel like a lot of people are ignorant about what is actually making them stressful, right? And because of this, they do not know how to go about dealing with the stress. Because I feel like when you understand, when you come to the knowledge of something, then you will know how to deal with it. So if you are ignorant about it, you do not know, then you wouldn't even know how to deal with, you know, stress that you are facing. Okay, so it can be due to the academic, you know, pressure in school. I mean, it's a lot. Where I am last semester, I was doing 9 courses, and you know, I don't know if all of them, all the lecturers had an agreement that for this we are going to do presentation and we are going to do give you guys tests. So it was a lot. You know, we had presentations for over like 6 to 7 courses. Like, we had to present. The presentation is different from the test that will still come after it, and then there are lots of bulky assignments. So imagine trying to balance everything, and then you are considering, oh, your finances, because I mean, you have to get something in school. You need money to cope in school. And then for a lot of people, you know, I was telling my classmates that full-time students, we are actually not full-time students anymore, because I feel everybody right now is working as we're in school, because we have not depending on our parents' money again, because I mean, we understand the financial hardship in the society right now, and we know that, oh, our parents are dealing with a whole lot, and we are not the only one for them to take care of. So I mean, we should actually go out and then source for funds, source for income for ourselves. So, you know, most of us we are trying to make money, so trying to do that, trying to, you know, focus on our academics, right? And then we are involved with a whole lot, you know. Also, you know, as students, I mean, you get to school, you cannot say, oh, everything you do is just school, and then you go back. You get.
Now, I want to hold it that when you say you cannot do everything you do is not all about school. Now you're doing social work.
Yeah.
So that means you should be very sociable.
Yeah.
Now, what are those activities you're involved in school that really helps you? Now, I know you see the real social activities. I know a lot of you will definitely go to the clubs, a lot of you will dance, a lot of people will have one birthday parties here and there. But what are those social works that you know that an average school students will be involved in? Like in your class, you know them now, that at least you can know that 60% of us do those social activities, hangouts, sit-outs, and you know, it's not just about listening to me, it's about dancing and everything. So what are some of those social works that you people doing?
So students, as I said, students naturally would not just, you know, from school to their hostel or to their house, you know. A lot of times students would actually go out to party. That's their way of relieving stress, you know. Just go outside to party, you know, go for dinner, or it might just be, you know, going to a place just to take pictures and sightsee, you know. Actually just go there and say, oh, I went to this place, you know. It's what they do, all right. And then, you know, they are in Unilag. I think Unilag has created a system around party, especially second semester. We have a lot of social activities from all week to departmental week to the faculty week, you know, so many programs. And you know, a lot of people bring their events to the school, so they might not necessarily have to, you know, go outside of the school, since they are coming to us. Exactly. So but for me, I do not like bow to parties, but I think me and my friends, we just hang around, you know. 1 or 2 days we just say, okay, let's go to this place, let's just, you know, talk, let's just eat, or let's just, you know, take pictures. I mean, that way we can relieve stress. So there are social activities in my school that will help you, you know, actually relieve your stress.
Okay. It's time for us to go for a break.
Okay.
So we would like to go for this short break. We'll take our word on marble and let's hear what people have got to say regarding how to relieve stress as students. Whether when they were in school they relieve stress. How did they relieve it? Let's hear them. I will be right back with Kenny. Don't go anywhere.
I sleep off when I'm stressed. Yes.
I play football, and after that I just sleep. It's just normal.
I really stress by going to the church. Yeah. Basically that.
Okay, welcome back. You heard them. Majority of them said they would rather sleep. You can imagine a bike man actually said that he would love to sleep. I don't blame him. He needs to sleep too. Because with the kind of dispatch and riding here and there, you need your head and your eyes to be sharp and to see brightly and well. So, but we have other means. There are exercises. There are also ways by which you go outside, seeing, taking a walk in a park, or going to a nice, serene environment. You can go to the beach and just walk on the soft side. It goes on way. And you can do it alone or decide to go with your pets for those who have pets. But we still have Kenny, and we're still going to be talking more about our students. How did they relieve stress? Now, Kenny, I want to dive a little bit into personal life.
Okay.
Which many will be like, my then she be saying, so you didn't like me now. It's just $1. But really, everybody have got their life. Just like you saw on our word of Mabel. You know, sometimes when we're trying to please people, we put ourselves under too much pressure, and we are not even just stressed, overstressed. You are here to bring your girlfriend. You are 25. You are this. Who is the guy you are going out with? Who is this? You know, parents want to know, especially when they notice that you are not. And it's not that child not doing anything. He's just trying to be careful. I don't want to put any pressure on my mom or my dad. I understand, just like you said. Now I want to dive a little bit into this, by asking this question.
Okay.
Many were like, does that mean being a Christian or being a religious person? Let me put it, religious person. Some will tell you, this is how I relieve stress. From my room, from the hostel to the library, for lectures and to fellowship, you know, that kind of drawing that many will say that it has helped them.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask, does that mean trying to, like what she said, trying to have your friends go to birthday parties or go to parties, visit friends, and many other things, does that mean that you are going to lose your focus as a student if you're to relieve stress? Thank God you said the school environments have so much activity that can actually help you. You don't even need to get out. So I want to ask, if you are part of those activities, does that make you to lose focus on why you are in the first place? Because you will need those things around you for you to relieve a little bit of distraction, be intentional, like Remy told us, just be mindful.
Be mindful. Count the steps.
Just distract yourself a little. And just by doing that, you know, all the pressure will be relieved. So I want to ask you, does that mean, you know, one is bound to lose focus? And why would such a person lose focus? And in the process, you still have people who are still taking that, you know, 1 point, you know, A and all that.
I feel when you're asked to do with stress, you need to understand your capacity. Okay, so you remember that song, no go they do pass yourself. so you must understand your capacity. You must know that, oh, okay, this is my capacity, and if I go beyond this threshold, I would, you know, definitely break down. It's going to be stressful for me. Okay, so you must understand the capacity that you have. All right, because your body's response to demands, or lots of excessive demands and challenges, is stress. So you must understand when to, you know, stop the things that you are doing, so that you can gain focus, so that it's not too stressful for you. And I've had some people even saying that stress can be a way of motivating them to work under pressure. I've had people say that, okay, for some people it can, you know, be applied to them, but for others, excessive stress is not good. It can tell on, you know, our mental health, our physical health. And so it is very important to know the capacity that you have and then work in that capacity. So for me, I know that, oh, if I juggle a lot of things too much, I know that with time I'm going to definitely break down. And so when I've seen signs that some that, Kenny, you are pushing yourself too hard, you know, there's a lot of pressure, just step back, sit down. Sometimes I shut off, go off social media. It helps me reduce, you know, my stress. Okay, so those temporal things that you do over time would help you, you know, reduce your stress. Yeah. So
okay, now let's talk about the students that take alcohol as a form of stress relief pattern.
Yeah.
You and I know we have them. My guy, let's go and do one bottle. You get my guy, let's go. Sometimes you finished working and nothing is just entering. Oh, but I shot this book, I will go drink. And you see, it happens a lot. Now, what would you say to such students that use alcohol as a way of relieving their stress, and then some of them will now add smoking to it, and then and to an extent, at that moment, that stress is relieved. They feel like the whole load in them has gone down before the next more see clear eye. I was once a student, so they will always say, make we clear eye so we can see what is happening. Now, for such students, what would you say is that a right pattern, or you just feel like because it's the capacity they can handle at that particular point, that's why they are tending to alcohol for stress relief pattern?
Okay, like you rightly said, students do that a lot. Yes, they do that a lot. And taking of alcohol can be a temporal. So, as you said, at that moment, they feel like, oh, there is nothing bothering them again. They are cool, they are good, you know, they're in their own world at that point. But then the truth is, it can actually have, you know, a bad effect, negative effect on their health. All right. So because a lot of time, you know, this is what they do. It's now it has now become a pattern. Okay, every time I'm stressed, let me just take this one bottle. From one bottle, you don't know, then you know they take smoke and everything, and before they know, they become addicted to it, right? They become addicted to it. So it is important to know that alcohol is a temporal, as they would feel that temporal, but it's not advisable, as it can affect their health. It can affect it. Okay,
I have some tips here. It talks about eat healthy diet away from the likes of ice cream, but some will tell me that's pizza, fruits instead of pizza. Take fruits and take likely contains mostly. It helps both your mental and your well-being. Also, get enough sleep. How well do you sleep? He doesn't believe in 8 hours sleep. So the
doctor yesterday said we should not ask doctors. So how many hours do you sleep, man?
Also take a stroll around your street, find an exercise buddy, someone you can always, not someone Joy. Someone like me cannot take someone like Joy. So that I will not just laugh and laugh, because she has turned to comedian, aerobics and exercises. So, or take your pet. Your pet can also help you, because by the time you know it lose itself, you have to okay, so it's another way of exercise. Then listen to soothing music. Soothing music, it goes a long way, like the chi and the lights, you know. Then also come up with a self-relief kit. Okay, meditate, find what suits you, watch comedy, enjoy nature, walk in the park or in the woods or in the garden, get social, have lunch with friends, volunteer, take a class. I know that one in the middle, Joy will like it. So now with all this, I've been able to just put this, I was able to put this together. How many hours do you sleep?
Truthfully,
whether you're in school, whether school is in session, or you are, you know, of do you do anything apart from schooling? Because I agree with you. Many students these days practically go to school even though they are full-time students, and they also do put their talent to work to make make some income to support themselves, to aid their parents in the area of school fees. So how many hours do you sleep?
I think on an average of 5 hours. I don't think I don't think anybody is doing that 8 hours again at this point.
The first thing you pick is what do you do
when I wake up? The first thing I do is actually pray and then read my Bible. Then
you don't take your phone. You pray on your phone.
No, on my phone. Not on my phone. But then my phone is will I say my business, like so after praying and studying, and so I just pick up my phone because I have to check meetings or updates and all. Okay, and as you said, what do I do while in school? I'm a photographer, right? Wow. And so
I'm gonna get some nice pictures today.
That's my 1 year anniversary. Don't forget. Don't use our jackets.
You will still give me free pictures today and still come for it. That's personal, man.
Okay.
So I'm a photographer, right? So I go for shoots, and sometimes it can be tiring. Sometimes it's enjoyable because it's what I love, and it's bringing income.
Now all this one you've been talking, the jolly. Let's talk about people that take stress off with their girlfriends in the other room. They don't do we don't use student like my girlfriend. Now you're stressed. Now call your girlfriend, baby, come over to the house, come and cook for me, baby. Don't tell me you don't have a girlfriend. Let me know. Let me not put on the hot seat. I said let me not put you there because I can as well put you there, but let me not. Now, for students that use sexual activity as a way of relieving stress, we see it a lot, both sides. Now, I'm not being gender, both sides, both women, both men. Sometimes when I know the students will just feel like, is let me go and meet my boyfriend. They've packed their stuff for the weekend and they've gone, and ladies do that a whole lot. They want to unwind, they want to do. How often do you think that students engage in sexual activity as a way of relieving stress? And coming from a guy's perspective, that your guys just, mama, I call my babe, the whole while I don't touch, she will come massage, she will come do this. So how well do you think that they use that also as a way of relieving stress?
I think right now, I think it's very dominant in teenagers and youths of our days. I mean, while carrying out activities in school, there's no how that you will not see
one love.
Exactly.
One love bed somewhere. One love bed.
Especially
be using your pictures. No, you can use your pictures as a way of expressing. I just saw you put love in, and I just picture you
for free.
Well, I feel it's usually during the evening period. You just see them, and especially in the evening as they are walking down the road, you will see students.
And they're pressing those that are single.
They're pressing also. Single people like us.
Justice for Kenny. All of you are pressing them. Justice for Kenny. Stop it. Especially evenings, I feel like it's actually full of a lot of trees. Gardens.
We have the love garden. I mean, in close to the faculty of
how
art.
good is still your Lagoon Front?
Very
effective because then I remember.
They even innovated it recently, and the Lagoon Front is just
oh my goodness. That's why the main stress is being relieved, right?
I want to also ask if you want to advise young ones who are still trying to walk into the higher institution. You're 300 level students, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What would your advice be to them, because they're just coming and they don't know, some of them pressure. They're pressure, the newbies, the first, what do you call them now?
The freshers.
The freshers, you know. The pressure may be too much for them to handle. And assuming they're the firstborn in their family, and you know they are now coming in. I have to make sure daddy, their effort is not in vain. And you remember the son and daughter of whom you are. And just like what Marble said, that the depression and anxiety, when we're trying to, you know, please people around us, we go through a lot. So what would be your advice to these young ones coming in?
My advice would be that before you enter the university, you should actually have, you know, one or two people who are in that space, you know, and then, you know, just you know, ask questions about how everything is, how the life is, so that you can prepare yourselves before you enter into, you know, school. And in case you do not have anybody in campus, as you immediately enter, do not just, you know, stay by yourself. I mean, a lot of students do it like, I know it all, I know how to navigate my way by myself, I can do, you know. But then just reach out to one or two seniors, right, and then just ask, oh, concerning this department, you know, how is everything like? Let them tell you how it is, let them guide you, okay. And always have someone you're accountable to. Also, it helps when you have someone you're accountable to. You're telling, oh, this is how it is, this is how it is. Most preferably an elderly person, okay. Might not be, you know, old. I mean, can just be someone who is older than you and who is more knowledgeable than you, that can always guide you and aid you. All right. And the last thing I would tell them is you should not, I cannot overemphasize this one, you should not neglect the place of, you know, your personal time with God. I mean, it's very important. For me, it has been a major way of relieving stress, because university life can be a lot, you know, and you are looking at your bank account and is reading 2k, and then you receive a message that, you know, the department is saying you should pay so amount of money, and then you are looking at your 2k is not up to it, and then you are looking at the rest of the, you know, the week, and next time you receive your allowance, it's still like there's maybe like 15 to go out there. Like, how will I cope? Trust me, God has been that source. I cannot overemphasize it. Sometimes, even when I am stressed, you know, He just has a way of, you know, helping me go through it. And then, you know, after everything, I just feel refined. I feel like, yeah, I can still go out and do more. All right, so.
All right, I love the fact that you're really talking about the God factor and how it has helped you, because this is like a kind of testimony to you. But then, if you were still giving advice to the younger ones, if you were to give advice to yourself when you newly got into the university, I'm sure you made some mistakes. What is that thing you sit down and say, okay, you fucked up here. Here you'd have done it this way, because now, of course, you're like a bro. You know, you're almost rounding up semi. So now, if you were to look at yourself, and then you've seen a few people want to do that, and say, what advice would you have given your younger self if you were just to enter now? And then what advice will you avoid them to make? That, hey, don't make this mistake, because sometimes people want to do that mistake before they realize that this is a mistake, and some is ignorant, they don't know. Like you say, reach out to the older. But if you were to advise the younger you that just got into the, let's assume you just entered, what advice would you give your younger self?
I would tell myself to ask more questions concerning how things are done, you know, in that department or even in school. Yeah, and also I would also tell myself to do not rush into school, university after, you know, secondary school. Yes, I mean, I think there is a law that a bill that
it's important. Yeah, we need them to understand, because you just say a 15-year-old that is out of and is university straight up, please.
So do not just rush into university. That life is another world entirely.
Higher than the secondary school.
Exactly.
You know, I was about to ask that question. Now, the federal government, according to whatever many parents are not supporting, that 18 years, that's the only time you can be admitted, get admission into your institution. What's your feel about that? And again, my second question is this. You're an off-campus student. How do you juggle it? When you have lectures as late as, what's your early time for lectures?
Something like 8 a.m.
8 a.m. So how do you juggle it? From right here from Keja, right?
No, I stay close to school.
Close to school, okay. I would have said, but because sometimes you get
a lot of people come from their home.
The shuttle bus is 2. You get to the, I've been there, so I know. You get to the campus, and for you to get a shuttle bus to your alma area, how do you manage, work this out? How do you, these are the 2 questions I have for you.
Okay.
18-year-old, is it the right thing? Is it best for, many students are parents are like, why now kind of law is that? Why can't they start and all that, blah, 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 blah. But everybody have different view about it. What's your view as a student to that?
So I feel like the 18-year bill that they are trying to pass is, to some extent, very good, because as you said, we have 10-year-old, going into school. These are people who do not yet have, that charisma, the capacity to even do exactly. So they are very prone to be swayed away by a lot of things in school. All right, they do not yet have a solid ground yet. So it can be a lot for them to handle, and so you see them, maybe they were the best in their secondary school, and then they come into university, and then you are seeing some grades that are not looking like how they normally perform. It's because they did not really know how, and maybe they just dived into it early. I feel like there should be a break. From my point of view, there should be a break, where they can get to understand the next phase that they are entering into, so they can prepare adequately for it, right? And to some extent, I don't even think maturity in itself is based on the age, so that 18 years, I'm still looking at it, it's really not about the years. I feel like it's the point where the person or the student, the individual, is able to get matured for that stage, grow into that stage, then he or she can proceed into the next phase.
Okay, now before I let you, because our time is really fast spent. Now, between the space of waiting out of secondary school and the university, what are those things you would advise even your younger sister to do in preparation for the university? Some people will say, okay, take a walk, go into the school, bingo. You're not a student, but you're just there to see. What are those things that you think they can do to prepare themselves? Because we have a lot of students at home right now, preparing to. So what are those things, maybe skills or something you feel like this can prepare your mindset for what the bigger picture you're about to enter?
I would tell every one of them to take up skills. As you said, skills is very important. Hard skill to help you fetch money, and soft skill to help you navigate your way through it. A lot of them do not know how to communicate, and so their inability to communicate properly, even to lecturers at times, can be what will hinder them from having good grades. So get soft skills that will help you, that will enable you navigate your way through the school. It's going to help your relationship with people, because you are not just going there to stay alone. You are going to be interacting with people almost every time, either your classmates, anywhere you stay. There's going to be someone shy that we would interact with. So it's best you get these skills, so that it can help you before you go into that state. And prepare your mind, find Jesus, Jesus loves you.
I love that. Prepare your mind.
Actually, made it
thank you.
Us.
Thank you.
So wonderful to have you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
At least this gives me hope that we still have students that know what they are doing. Like Remy will always say, home will definitely call. So it shows that wherever you find yourself, home will definitely call you. You know. We wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Yes, I told you Friday is always going to be relaxing, and this is one also. You've heard it from the mouth of the students, you know. So they literally how they navigate the school environment and how it relates with stress. Thank you very much for being a part of Friday week. Yes, we'll call it day today. My name is to remember Princess Joy. I'll see you next week. Don't worry, we're still gonna be here together, you and I.
Okay, so like we said, our word of Marvel said, stress, anxiety, and depression is caused when we try to please others, when we live our life to please others. Please slow. Go easy on yourself. I'm not saying you should become a snail, but what I'm trying to say is don't push yourself too hard. You don't deserve to be pushed so hard. Your parents went through a lot to send you to school and they want the best out of you. Let them know by your attitude and your ways that you understand and you are ready to take them off whatever it is they have gone through, and you're not going to misuse the opportunity you've been given to go into an institution. And you had it. For me, I love it when my children go to 18 or 19 before they actually go into the university. It works for me, and I've been enjoying the benefits because no basic thing. When you have them too young to enter, some of them go drugs at the end of the day because they need something to keep them going. Bad friends, bad influence, out of come to this party, come to that. They wanted to release stress and they mix it. And so please, by the help of God, we have been able to push this week, and we know it's by the grace of God that we have done this, and because you are there, we appreciate you a lot. To all our guests who have been here this week, we appreciate you. To all our viewers, your comments, you have done great by following us and being part of Family and Value this week. And for all the programs on Galaxy Television, I want to say a big thank you to the president, Mr. Taslim, the station manager, the head of programs, Oga Marketing, Oga Jolly, they feel you. Thank you for all the adverts you bring in. And also to Falashade, thank you for printing everything you print for us. We appreciate you. To Kay, to Crown, Magdalene, and all our interns, we appreciate you. And our editor, we love you. Thank you so much. Our Kali, God bless you. God bless all of you. And to my darling sister here sitting right next to me. What can we do without you, MCR? What can we do? On social media, don't forget, so that you not forget to tag me. So I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. It's the last week in the month of September. I tell you, by Monday now, you don't finish. We walk into Tuesday by the grace of God. And John will be here on Monday to actually take us on another joyful ride we are next week. So I wish you the very best of this weekend. I love you from my heart. I love you. All of you, I love you and I appreciate all that you have been doing, and God will continue to help us all. My name is Remain Olori Adejoke, and David. Nigeria will be great and Galaxy will continue to move forward. Have